Here we go. All right, so get yourself a comfortable seated position. You can cross the legs if you like. Or sit up nice and tall, breathing in the nose, just drawing the breath in, pushing the breath out. We want to keep doing that. And let's breathe in and reach the arms up. Breathing out, hands down. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, hands down. I'm going to do that over and over, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands down. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, hands down. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, hands down. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, hands down. A few more of these. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out all the way down. Up again. Down again. We'll find our own personal rhythms. Good, and then back down. I'm going to come closer to this one. So you're going to take your left, the L symbol, and come right around the wrist. And we're going to turn the wrist and move the thumb and forefinger around the wrist. We're continuing to breathe and sit up tall. All the breathing is in the nose. Good, and let's do the other side of that. So the other thumb and forefinger come around, and both arms, I'm moving both arms so I can get the most maximum heat and friction in the wrist joint. Continuing to breathe all the time. All right, we're going to intertwine all of the fingers, and then we're going to circle mostly in the wrist. My elbows are moving a little bit. We're trying to keep it in the wrist. One direction here at first. I'm going to try to access the wrists and hands a lot here in the beginning. Very nice. Let's go the opposite direction, whatever that is for you, the other way around. Keep on breathing. Just a little more. Very nice. Back to center. We're going to shake the hands, shaking them out a bit. Good. And we're going to reach the right hand all the way up to the sky, and we'll bring it right down the back. Left hand is going to grab the elbow. Head pushes against the arm. Core in. We're going to breathe here. Just taking our time, breathing. Very nice. Let's switch. So left hand all the way up and then down the back. Right hand grabs that elbow, head pushes back. Breathing here. A few more breaths. I'm really trying to learn how to take my time. Good, let's bring the arms back down for the moment. We're going to let the right ear fall to the right shoulder. The right hand is going to come up. I'm going to rest that right hand on the left ear. So it's just the weight of the arm is pulling the head just very barely. So just let the arm be kind of just like dead. And then if you want more, you can reach that left arm down further to the floor, and that'll kind of lengthen through the whole shoulder and the side of the neck some. So take your time. We're going to breathe here, of course. Good, and then you can push the head back in the center, and then the other side. So left ear to the left shoulder, and then left hand up, just the weight of the arm on the side of the head. And then if you want, the right arm kind of actively reaches down a little bit. Good. We're going to push that head back to center. And then we're going to put both hands on the knees. We're going to have that straight spine all the way to the crown of the head. And we're going to draw a big circle on the ceiling, this one direction here at first. Continuing the breathing in the nose, a few more of these circles in this direction. Very nice. And then the opposite direction, please. Excellent. Back to center. We're going to reverse plank. Anyone that wants to vinyasa can do top push-up, up dog, and down dog every time in reverse plank. So reverse plank is feet out, toes pointing, fingers pointing towards the feet. And we're going to lift the hips up, looking at the ceiling. And it will give you enough time if you're going to vinyasa. And then back down. And we're going to bend our right leg with the right sole against the thigh. Left hand is going to grab the left toes or the shin, or if you have a strap, make it a little easier. I'm going to breathe in, reaching up, and we're going to breathe out and close it all down. And then all the way back up, breathing in. And then on the out breath, back down. And then over and over, please. The out breath is almost always on the forward fold of most of these yoga movements. Even when we're just moving into the pose and holding, it's still done on an out breath. Well, the breath continues. And next time you're up, we're going to go ahead and stay up, looking to the reaching hand. We continue with the breathing though. Keep the base. You can take that right hand and grab the left wrist, or maybe you can get the toes with both hands. Stay looking straight forward, so we're only lengthening through the leg, but we're not doing forward fold. Pull the shoulders back a little bit, like you're kind of sitting up or standing up tall. Very nice. Let's do the other side of that. So right foot out, left sole in, right on right, or shin or belt, up with the left arm, then all the way back down. And then again on the in breath up, on the out breath down. And continuing over and over. Great. Next time you're up, we're going to stay up again, looking to the reaching hand. And we'll continue breathing, coming down with both hands, staring straight forward, keeping those shoulders back and the back kind of flat. Great, and it's your choice to vinyasa or reverse plank. Again, fingers pointing towards the feet. We're going to lift up the hips, looking at the ceiling for a moment. We'll take a couple of breaths here. And back down. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to pull them in pretty tight. Left hand can grab the small toes, right hand on top. We're going to sit up really tall. You could butterfly the legs if you like. I got to feel a need for that myself today to butterfly these legs. We'll keep breathing. Core is in, as always, breathing in the nose. Excellent. Let's forward fold. We're going to push the elbows against the legs. Try to keep the shoulder blades pulling back together, and then try to put the heart towards the big toes. A lot of tries. We keep on breathing. Excellent. Back up. You're welcome to vinyasa. We're going to otherwise reverse plank, lifting the hips, looking at the ceiling. Take a couple of breaths here. And back down. Let's cross the legs again. So some dynamic twisting. Hands on the shoulders, fingers down the front, thumbs down the back, elbows pointing straight out and away. We turn to one side, that can be the in-breath. We turn to the other side, that could be the out-breath. And we're going to continue back and forth. If you want more leverage, you can do goddess or arms all the way out. If one side is giving you more resistance, put the out-breath on the side that's giving you resistance. It'll open it up. We're going to keep going. Excellent. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you, sitting up really tall, the shoulder pulling back. You could stay here. You could also come around all the way, trying to grab the pocket of the leg with the left hand. We're going to take several breaths here. Profile as best where you can with the head as the shoulders rotate back the head. We're just going for the ride a little bit. Then let's come all the way over to the other side of that, sitting up tall. Great, back to center. We're going to reverse plank again. Again, you're welcome to vinyasa right here. We're lifting up. We take a couple breaths. Very nice. Back down. So we're going to cross the legs and roll forward to hands and knees. On hands and knees, we're going to do cat-cow, warming up the back a little bit. So knees are 2 fists apart, hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. We drop the belly looking up, and then we're going to arch the back, looking at the legs. The in-breath is when the belly drops down, looking up, and we're going to move over and over, breathing in the nose. Very nice. Back to center, we're going to look over the right shoulder, seeing the tail. And then over to the other side. Good. To center, we're going to push ourselves up to being on the knees. I'm going to tuck my toes. You can see that if I go sideways. It makes it easier for the back bending. You could have the feet down flat. We're going to put the thumbs in the back, pull the elbows together. Just going to look up. You could stay right here. You could tighten the legs and put the fingers down on the heels if you like, and then you see if the feet were flat, they'd be a little further away. Let's just keep breathing here, and never be afraid to take it easy. And since we did a lot of a hand and wrist, we're going to come down to hands and knees again. This is optional. You can keep the hands as they are, but if you feel like it, go easy, and we're going to set it up slow. You can turn the hands around so the thumbs are pointing out. So your middle fingers are now pointing towards your knees. It's pretty intense on the forearms. You can do light cat-cow here. For me, it's really a big stretch in the forearms, so doing heavy cat-cow is out of the question. And sometimes I just like to stay still holding this also. So we're all going to take a few more breaths. And then reorient the hands back to pointing straight forward. And again, we're going to look over the right shoulder and then over the left shoulder. Excellent. And let's come up to standing, and we're going to stand at the top of the mat, and I'm going to use the back here as my top of the mat, as if I was on the mat. So from the top of the mat, we're going to step the left foot back, and we're going to bend the right leg for warrior 2. So knee over ankle, this is even okay. Arms out over the feet. We're going to stare at the right hand, breathing here, dropping the shoulders, holding the core. Nice long hold in warrior 2 today. Let it be strong. Great. Straight that right leg. So we'll pivot right toes into 45, left toes out, so that we end up in warrior 2 facing the other side. Heel to heel align. We drop the shoulders, hold the core, breathe and look at the left hand. Good, straight that leg. We're pivoting again, left toes 45, right toes out. We're gonna keep the legs straight on this one because we're gonna do triangle, reaching that right arm out and then right hand on the shin or palms out, or if you can grab the big toe without collapsing too much. And left arm up if possible. We look to the reaching left hand. Otherwise, look at the foot and you want your nose pointing straight down to the top of the foot. Back up, we're gonna pivot, right toes 45, left toes out. We're gonna reach out over that left foot and triangle now on the other side. Just kind of have to pull the pants up on my shin because my pants are kind of slippery, but you don't want to put so much weight there. It'll be really light on the shin if the hand is on the shin like I'm doing. Good, back up again, we pivot again, left toes to 45, right toes out. For a moment, warrior two again, nice and familiar now. So we're gonna do extended side angle, so the center of the right forearm on the leg near the knee, left arm up and over, straight line from the fingers to the foot in the back. You could put the right hand down on the ground if you prefer. Good, back up, we'll straight the right leg, pivoting right toes to 45, left toes out, warrior two again for a moment. And then forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. If you have a carpet and doing yoga without the mat, the sticky mat on the carpet is a very different experience. If you ever get a chance to try it, it's a little more difficult. Great, we're coming up to center into horse, so both toes are splayed. We're bending at the knees, opening up at the knees at the same time, and let's push the walls out today. I'm gonna breathe here, looking kind of froggy. A few more breath here, super strong pose. Very nice, straighten the legs, turn the toes to run straight forward. We're reaching up to the ceiling and then down with the hands directly under the shoulders. Maybe it's just fingertips down. Excellent. Head down, maybe the palms come down. Maybe the elbows go back through the legs. Let's breathe here. And back up. We're going to reach to the ends of the fingers. And then behind the back, we're going to intertwine those fingers. If at any point you're having a lot of tension in the upper back, push the palms all the way together, pull the core in, and keep them like that. Even though it feels like it kind of makes the pose more difficult, it's fine. Just go as deep as the body will allow, but keep those palms together just for access to the upper back. Otherwise, apart is fine. Good. Back up to the sky with the hands all the way up. And then all the way down, we're going to grab the shins, ankles, or big toes. No matter what you get a hold of, pull the elbows away from the ears, lengthen the top of the head down. And we'll stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder under and through. And over, please, to the other side, right shoulder under and through. Great. Back up to standing. Let's shorten the stance to about 3 feet apart. And we'll start by turning the right foot to the front of the mat, left foot at about 45 degrees. And arms out. I do the arms out so I can get the shoulders to face the front of space. And then behind the back at your choice, elbows, reverse prayer. And we're going to look up. And then it is a forward fold, but we're going to look at the foot in front of us. So if you're super flexible, your chin is going to be on your shin, shin. And we're going to stay here. And if you like, we can do warrior 3 right here. I am locking my left toe to my shin, opening up through my arch. And Ardha Chandrasana, right hand down, left arm up. And if you want to switch the hands for Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana, I'm going to skip that one myself today, but you could because we're almost through with this side. And then put that left foot back down if it came up at all. And we're going to turn the right toes to 45, left toes out the back of the mat. And we'll do all of our same pieces. Behind the back, this is pyramid pose. We look up, we forward fold. Keep the shoulder blades pulling together. And yes, as I always say, it is going to restrict the forward momentum, but the object is not to get the chin on the shin necessarily. The object is to stretch the hamstrings and to breathe and let the body talk to you. And if you want to do warrior 3, let's lift that right foot. You've got to push off a little bit until it starts to become second nature. For whatever reason, I don't have to push off anymore. It just kind of goes into place, which is really nice. Ardha Chandrasana, left hand down, right arm up. We're going to stay a couple more breaths. If you want to switch the hands for Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana, again, I'm skipping that myself tonight. Excellent. Let's stand, and we're going to stand top of the mat. So we're going to shake it out and we're going to get loose so that we can do some of our balancing work. All right, so we're going to start with awesome tree. Standing on the left foot, we're going to grab the right ankle, see if you can either hold it there, you can lock it there, or you can put it out in front. Hands of the heart are all the way up. We're going to take several breaths right here. Excellent, let that down, step it out a bit. And we're going to stand on the right, lifting the left. And however you did tree, let's see if we can match it on this side. Very nice, let that down. Let's go back to standing on the left. We're going to lift the right knee up and the left hand's going to grab the right knee, other hand on the hip. And you could stay right here. And I'm going to lock my big toe towards my shin because I'm going to keep my foot where it is. You could also reach back, you could look back, and you could extend the leg, grabbing the big toe. But for me, I'm just going to stay here, reaching back. Very nice, let that go. We're going to step it out a bit. And then standing on the right, we're going to lift the left. Right hand grabs the knee, other hand on the hip, and then let's do whatever we did on the other side. So if you extend the leg, go ahead, do that. Standing tall, especially if you extend that leg, you want to be really focused on standing up tall and not having that hip jump up. Having the hips just really kind of stay as if you were standing normally. Very nice, let that down. How much are the quads connected to the low back? From what I'm told, quite a bit. We're going to stand on the left foot. We're going to grab the right ankle and reach the right knee down as if the foot is there, putting weight on that right foot as if we're standing on it, but it's not there. And then left arm's going to reach all the way up, and we're going to stay breathing. Now you're welcome to do King Dancer. I don't know that it has the same qualities as this pose, so it's your choice. And we're going to breathe here. But King Dancer does have qualities, and it is a great pose. See how PC I was about that? That was great. Very nice. Let that down, step it out a bit. And we're going to do the other side. So standing on the right, we're going to lift the left. And left knee is reaching down. Right arm is reaching up. And again, it's your choice if you prefer to do King Dancer. Otherwise, we are lengthening through the quad a nice amount. King Dancer does get the quad as well. All right, let that down. So feet about the distance of heels under hips, toes slightly splayed. and we're going to come down into a squat. We're going to stay in the squat for a few breaths. If you prefer to do a crow and headstand, now will be a great time as we breathe here before we get into our next sequence. So let's just take a few breaths here and not jump too much into the future. So bring those hands in prayer straight forward. And then we're going to come all the way up, lifting up to the ceiling, core in through the heart, through the nose. And then back down, hands straight forward. And then all the way up again, lifting, lifting, lifting. Back down, hands straight forward. And up again, please, lifting the core through the nose to the fingers. Back down. One more today. All the way back up, lift. You're welcome to arch back here, lifting the heart further. Back down into the squat, and let's come to hands and knees. Excellent. We're going to take a moment here, like hands and knees as a rest, and we're just going to breathe. Very nice. Step the right foot top of the mat. We're going to reach the arms all the way up like a big funnel, and you can scoot that right foot a little further forward. You should feel again that the left quad is now being stretched. Let's breathe here. Good. Left arm outside of the right leg. Hands in prayer, pull in. Turn the fingers to the face. You could stay here. You could straighten the left leg, rolling onto the ball of the foot if you like, or you could stay here. Good, let's do the other side of that. So right knee goes back, left foot goes forward, reaching up again. We take a few moments here, breathing. Now right elbow goes outside of leg on the left here. Hands pull in, fingers towards the face. And again, whatever you did on the other side, let's try to do the same. So if you straighten the leg, go ahead. Otherwise, breathing all the time. Either way. Excellent. Let's switch it again. Right foot up there at the top. Let's reach the arms straight up to the ceiling. Hips hang down again. Couple breath, a moment or two here. And down on the inside, right hand, right inside the foot. If you want to walk the hands forward, you could and begin to bend the leg of the arms so that the elbows eventually come down next to the ankles, or even somewhere in between, or just hands as they are on the earth right here. And let's switch to the other side. Left foot up there at the top, arms up again, straight on up. We'll take a couple breaths here. Excellent. Again, down on the inside so the knee pulls against the shoulder. And if you want to bring the hands forward, we'll do again what we did on the other side, however that works out. Good. Back to hands and knees. We're going to turn the right hand in to face the left, and then we're feeding the left arm through, laying onto the shoulder and the side of the face. And you can push that hand against the earth and stay there, or bring the arm up and around, grabbing the pocket of the leg. Many breaths here. Very nice. Back up, and we'll turn that left hand in and feed the right arm through and lay down on the other side, pushing the hand against the earth. Excellent. Back up to center. Let's sit down. We're going to do some core boat work. We're going to do it with the twist. So we'll start with the twist. So heels are down here with the legs bent. And we're going to take the left arm outside of the right knee with the right hand behind us, twisting back. And then we're coming to the other side, right elbow outside of left leg, twisting back, looking back. Good, then back to center, arms under the legs, roll back onto the tail. And you can let go for the core work. You can lock the shoulders back or looking at the feet. You can straighten the legs. This is a 1 of 5. We're going to breathe here. Good, heels back down. Let's do that twist. Left elbow outside the right. Just give it a moment. And over to the other side. We give that side a moment. And up again, number 2. Good, heels down. We're going to twist again. And over to the opposite side. Excellent. Up again, on the tail, breathing. Excellent, let's twist again, left elbow outside of right, sitting up tall. And to the other side, sitting up tall. Back up, we got 2 more, here we go. Excellent, heels down, left elbow outside of right, a moment here. To the other side, please, a moment here. And last one, back up. Excellent. One more twist, left elbow outside. And right elbow outside of that. Good, back around. Let's roll onto our backs and grab the shins. We're gonna see if you can get the forearms on the shins, pulling down, and then bring the nose up. Excellent. Feet down flat for a moment, feet and knees 2 fists apart. We're going to thread the needle. So we're going to reach the right leg up. We're going to bring the right heel down the inside of the left leg. Right hand is coming through, grabbing the shin. The other hand meets. You can flex the feet. And we're going to lay back here, breathing. Excellent. Let's switch it. So we'll put the feet down. And the left leg is coming up, and then left ankle down the inside, left arm feeds through, and we're going to lay back again. Breathe here. I am bringing the big toes towards the shins, flexing the feet a little bit. All right, back to both feet down. We're going to do bridge. So lift the hips. As you lift the hips, tuck one shoulder to the other, intertwine the fingers, push the arm down. And you're welcome to do Urdhva Dhanurasana today if you're feeling it. Otherwise, right here, just doing bridge, breathing, looking at the ceiling. Excellent, back down. We're going to do the full upside down today. You're welcome to go to the wall and put your feet up the wall, which is a great way to end the evening. But otherwise, we are going to do plow and shoulder stands. So we start with plow for a full 5 breath. You can have hands on the back, or you can intertwine the fingers with the arms down, trying to keep the legs straight, letting the toes drop towards the earth. If your hands are not on the back, place them there now. Lift the feet up to the ceiling. Heavy shoulders, heavy elbows. Breathing in the nose, looking at the feet. We're going to hang out here. Stay in shoulder stand if possible, and let the legs fall out and away. So we're straddling the ceiling. You can bring the soles of the feet together if you care to. And then straight back up to the ceiling, and we'll bend the legs, bringing the knees to the ears, and we're going to roll down into a dead bug. We'll hold the feet, knees in the armpits. You could stay still, or you could rock a little bit back and forth in place. We may use a belt or a strap. I know some of you probably don't need it, which is cool. I need it. I'll show you the alternative if you don't have one. Good, so we'll hug the knees into the chest for a moment, or if you're going to get your strap, you're welcome to roll up and get that, which is what I am doing. And then let's please lay down flat. So if you don't have a strap, you're lifting the left leg, and if the leg is straight and the shoulder is down, you can take the peace fingers, grab the big toe, great. If not, you can grab the back of the calf, or a belt or a rope or whatever's around can go around the foot. Try to keep the left shoulder down, try to keep the left leg straight, and we're going to breathe right here. And let that leg fall out to the left as we reach out and look to the right. And we're going to bring that leg back up to center. We're going to switch hands, either on the foot, the calf, or the strap. And then we're going to let that leg drop over to the right, and as we reach out and look to the left. Excellent. Back to center, both hands up towards the heel, nose towards the knee, shoulders will come off the earth. Excellent. Let that down, and we're going to do the other side. So right on right, and we'll stay here breathing. And let that leg fall out to the right as we reach out and look to the left. Back up to center, switching the hands on the strap of the foot, letting it come all the way over to the other side, reaching out, looking out. Good. Up to center again. Both hands up towards the heel, nose towards the knee. The shoulders will be up on this one. Good. Let that down. We're going to move through this one a little quicker. We're going to bring the knees up into the chest, the arms out like a T. On the out breath, let the knees fall to the right. As you look out to the left, you can put the right hand on the legs, which I do all the time. Good. Back up and over, please, to the other side. Back to center, hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. And you could lay down, but I'm going to lead a meditation. If you want to join the meditation, you roll up to a seated position. I'm going to sit up on my mat as I always do. I'm going to intertwine the fingers with the thumbs touching, or one hand on top of the other with the thumbs touching, sitting up nice and tall. Becoming aware of the body breathing itself. And we're going to be here about 5 minutes. I'm going to change the lighting too, so. All right, let's bring the hands to the heart center, rubbing them together. And all the way up like a big funnel. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth. Even more. Hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor, hold all that. And let everything out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's at danieloverberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal there for donations. And